At the small forward position, standing 6'8", number 18, MP.
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sport and taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Jrue Holiday.
And sometimes you have to adjust your game as Father Time starts to take a toll. And I think we've seen that. He's still a valuable contributor. And look, what he may be doing less in terms of raw scoring output, his veteran presence certainly offsets.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Sharp out there with Holiday. Then it's Deni Avdija. Then there's Donovan Clingan. And it's Kamare in at small forward. And for Golden State, Butler is the 4, and Green operates as the small ball center. A pair of shooters at the guards, Curry and Hield. And it's MP in at the 3, the small forward. So, Greg, with All-Star voting underway, there are plenty of deserving players, but only 12 spots for each conference. It is very difficult to choose.
And that's why it feels like someone gets snubbed every year. I'd love to see the league expand the rosters to 15 spots. Remember, we had 12-man rosters back when there were only 9 teams.
And still fresh on everybody's mind, the moment when MP eclipsed the incredible point total that Michael Jordan scored in his legendary 1986-87 season. Greg, you remember it well. It was amazing.
Yeah, I mean, he scored 3,041 points that year, the highest total of his career. It's stunning to see a player surpass it, and that's the kind of generational talent MP is.
Here's MP. The Blazers getting the bucket. From outside the arc. And the Warriors, another 3.
And right out of the gates, they are locked and loaded. 3 straight scores early.
And you look at the addition of Jimmy Butler. G.A., why has he been such a fit for the Warriors?
He really is an unselfish, high IQ superstar, and that's what the Warriors are all about. And his isolation, interior scoring has given them another look offensively.
And here are the Warriors now after the Trailblazers pick up 2. Wasted no time on that one. And that's 10 points for MP.
Wow, now this is how you want to start your games. Flawless shooting so far.
Pass to Kamare. Hits the three-point bomb.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Atlanta had a huge game. He had 63 points and hit a bunch of threes. No surprises there. He was clearly on a mission, and no one was getting in his way. A flat-out dominant performance.
Thanks, as always, Allie, for that great report. In stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
And here's Sharp. Following the three-pointer by MP. Holiday finds Kamara. Here's Sharp. Shot clock at 6. Off target with his 3. And here we go. MP slam it down!
Yeah, that...
Oh, did you see that?
I'm speechless.
Oh, man. Pass to Kamare. 1:12 left in the first quarter of the game. And here's Holiday. Back to Clingan. Here's Kamare. And again, it's the Trailblazers missing.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. And look, sometimes that's how it goes.
The 3 from MP. Good, and Butler gets the assist. MP's got 21 in the game.
Shooting while in rhythm. MP has a good sense for when to take these quick shots.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Different look here for the Warriors. Al Horford's checked in for Green. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Butler. Moses Moody, he's checked in for Hield. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for Stephen Curry. Portland also making some changes. Grant, he's checked in for Toumani Camara. And Scoot Henderson subbed in for Drew Holiday.
There's the basketball mind of Henderson working. Stayed ahead of the play for the score.
A three from MP. And the Warriors, another three.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock.
And good quickness there. Sharp, exciting to watch when he's in attack mode.
Warriors leading by 9. And here's MP for 3. Good. He's now got 10 of 10 from the field.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Henderson with it. Here's Avdia. And that one released in time, but no good. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. And making a change here. MP's checked in. Portland also making some changes. Toumani Camara, he's checked in for Murray. Sharp comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Holiday in for Henderson. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Outside Holiday. Here's Sharp. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now.
And nice work on the perimeter. Defenses must respect Sharp's range.
And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, plenty of anticipation in Portland for this summer when the WNBA will return to the Rose City. The Fire will reclaim the name from Portland's initial 2-year WNBA run from 2000 to 2002. And this summer, with the momentum around the league, the hope is that flame will endure.
A new beginning. Okay, Shams, thank you for the report. On the floor for Portland. Sharp is on the wing, and he'll be paired with Grant. Toumani Camara is out there with Williams. And it's Holiday in at the 1 spot.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
Pass to Sharp. Grant outside. Here's Camara. And another 3 for Portland.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
And stolen by Sharp. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Grant down low. Kuminga on him, and the call will go against Jonathan Kuminga. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second, and I think they'll keep him in, but he's got to be careful. A third, and he'll sit for the rest of the half.
Stephen Curry, he's checked in for Kuminga. Clingan, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Here's Grant. Fires the 3. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. And we've been following this group's absolute dominant season, winning most games in blowout fashion.
Truly record-setting fashion. Nonetheless, though, it's been demoralizing to teams facing this group. I mean, before halftime, teams are often down by 15 or 20 points. We might be witnessing another blowout in the making here tonight.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hey, Kevin. Jeremy Grant began his career as an activity role player, but he's been adding layers. He said at the start, whatever I needed to do to get on the court, whether it was defense, rebounding, blocking shots, I was going to do it. I wanted to see what I was capable of, so I put a lot of work in expanding my role. Guys, back over to you.
Thank you, Allie. Sharp, the pass to Grant. Just 5 to shoot, and stolen by MP. Jumps up, right to the rim. And MP caps off the break.
Now, this is what we want from MP. Night after night, an energetic performance on the offensive end.
Trailblazers trail by 15. Sharp, the pass to Holiday. Trailblazers moving the ball around. And then Sharp with the dunk.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. No one covering. MP's got 40 points.
I like how MP picks his spot on offense. Terrific decision there by him.
Holiday finds Clingan. Outside Holiday. Pass to Sharp. Warriors with the rebound. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Yeah, and that one, they just locked it down defensively. Challenged shots and really protected the rim.
They were very disciplined on that end of the floor, staying attached to shooters and disrupting plays with their active hands.
Grant the pass to Holiday from downtown, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. MP has been leading the charge for the Warriors. He's cashed in 9 times from beyond the arc this game. Who knows how many threes he'll wind up with? And we'll be back with you shortly.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. An uphill battle so far for the Portland Trail Blazers.
I think it's funny watching these guys play defense. This is a circus, and they're getting clowned.
Giving up too many easy looks for sure, but who knows? Maybe after intermission, they'll bring out the tiger. Let's turn our attention to the three-point shootout and highlight some of the top candidates.
No doubt these guys can shoot the lights out, but I've got an idea. Let me stand right in front of the rim. Let's see how many they make in a row.
Adding obstacles to the course. I like it. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
And we've heard some coaches complaining about players getting away with traveling. Is that something, Greg, the league needs to clean up?
Well, it's inevitable that a few of those calls are going to be missed. But listen, you'd rather have that than officials whistling travels that didn't happen.
A pair of shooters at the guard, Curry and Hield. Butler is the 4, and Green operates as the small ball center. And it's MP in at the 3 spot. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
Ooh, he's been the guy tonight. Really impressive performance.
Outside Holiday, back to Avdia. Pass to Sharp. Here's the screen. Clock at 6. Avdia against MP. Kamara. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Kamare's got 13 points.
He's so strong when he goes to work on the glass. One opening is all he'll need to finish the play, even if it's just a tip-in. They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
And stolen by MP. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Holiday, the pass to Avdia. Pass to Sharp. Good, nice job down low. And now that's 11 points for Shaedon Sharp.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole. And that's another 3. And if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad surprise.
Pass to Avdia. Holiday with the three. Now Kamara. And the three off target. Here's the break. Here's MP. Oh my goodness, the slam!
Looks like MP's been practicing those in his backyard growing up.
And another look at that last play with the AT&T Connected Cam. RJ, when you talk about Jimmy Butler, he is definitely a tone setter.
Yeah, Kevin, on the court and in the locker room, this man is tenacious. He lets you know exactly what he's thinking. Teams fear him, and sometimes his teammates do as well. That's how you do it. Nice catch and shoot from Drew.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. A three from MP. And another one.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA, really taking it to the opposition. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. Horford's checked in for Draymond Green. Kuminga comes in for Jimmy Butler. Moses Moody, he's checked in for Hield. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for Curry. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Henderson's checked in. Back to Avdia. There's a screen by Kamara. In the corner, Henderson with it. No good with the triple.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, the Warriors are trying to maximize what Steph Curry has left. Coach Kerr said, quote, "What we're watching with Steph is one of the greatest artists of all time in his twilight. What can we do to give him the best chance to perform, to make the game easier for him?" That's where we are. Back to you guys.
Looking to stay in the mix. Allie, we thank you very much.
Goodness, this man is ripping three after three. An incredible display of shooting.
Avdia, the pass to Henderson. Off target at the rim. Here's Golden State now. They're on a 19-7 run. Here's MP. Yet another bucket. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Outside Holiday. Back to Henderson. Pass to Avdia. On the wing, Holiday. For three, Henderson. The kick out to Holiday. They get it again. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
That one on Horford.
Team foul.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. And Clingan drops them both. Just 4 seconds left to play in the third. He got it up. Beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
Talk about being poised under pressure. Big time shot from him there.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors up by 33 points as the buzzer sounds. A huge lead for them. The score. And a moment ago inside the huddle with head coach Steve Kerr.
Move it to the next guy, drive and kick, let it come out in the wash, all right?
Checked in for Gary Payton, and the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Clingan, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Back to Grant. Here's the three. The second chance effort. The shot by Williams, no good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
On the floor for Portland, Henderson and Sharp are the guards. Donovan Clingan out there with Rob Williams. And it's Grant in at the three.
Well, his shooting is unfortunately not a big thing. And his lackluster accuracy is probably the thing that's keeping them behind.
The tricky little pass fake there, working well. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle steps for the Warriors?
All you have to do is look at one stat, and that is their block numbers. It tells you how tight their D has been. They've been going out of their way to smother the defense.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
Just 4 to shoot. Henderson for 3.
He anticipated it, and he trusted it. MP said, not in my house.
And the Warriors with some changes. Peyton, he's checked in for Moses Moody. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Brandon Podziemski. Portland also making some changes. Avdia's checked in for Robert Williams. Toumani Camara comes in for Grant. And it's Holiday in for Scoot Henderson. Avdia finds Klingon. Avdia with a screen for Holiday. And the foul called on MP. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Quinton Post is checked in for the Warriors. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Fires from deep. Tries again. And there's a nice layup by Klingon.
And this young man lives on the offensive glass. Tough to stop Klingon when he's that close.
The 3 from MP. Hits it again. Wow! 71 points and no end in sight.
Young fella is in the zone. The defense right now looks helpless.
Klingon the screen for Sharp. The rebound by Post.
I'll be honest, I'm a little surprised he missed that.
MP inside. Defended by Sharp. Fades. And it's Golden State with another.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Warriors.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other two.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort today.
And this will make it 41 victories for them on the year.
They were really smart in the use of that game plan tonight. Used it in their first 2 games against this team, which equal to 2 wins.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for MP.
And let's just say this, the name of the game is scoring, and yes, he provided that tonight. You're welcome.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Avdia. It's rebounded by Golden State. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's MP, and a little luck that time, but it drops.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
Avdia against MP. To the paint. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on MP.
15 foul. At the line for the Trailblazers, Deni Avdia.
And that one misses. Good on the second free throw. Now, here's MP. The 3 misses there. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
Now, let's send it over to Dominic Hamill.